The Honor 7C, dual cameras, face unlock, and an immersive display, all for a price of under 10k. Seems like a great deal, right? So should you close this video and get onto Amazon and buy this one right away? Well, not so fast. We've tested this phone and well, here are 7 things that I'm sure you guys would like to know before you buy this one. But before we begin, hey guys, Ash here from C4E Tech. Card to a monthly giveaway. Missed it? There's a link in the description below. And while you're down there, you can also find the bell icon, click it so that you don't miss out on any of our latest tech coverage. Let's now get started. Number 1, let's kick this one off with the dual cameras. After all, that's the main USP or unique selling point of this phone, right? To the back, you have the primary 13 megapixel camera. Under bright light, this camera takes some good looking pictures. The colors are a tad oversaturated, which is something that a lot of people do seem to like. Other than that, we have decent detail levels. When you zoom in here, you can see the statue's texture has been preserved. Moving on to more close-up shots, the camera does great, capturing a lot of detail, as you can see in this macro shot. We also have a dedicated HDR mode. You can see it in action here. Now, the presence of the secondary 2 megapixel depth sensor means that the Honor 7C has support for portrait mode shots on the rear camera. For the most part, they did come out quite well, with the edge detection algorithms being mostly on point. Good job, Honor. The 8 megapixel front-facing camera managed to take some pretty good-looking selfie shots. The skin tones were natural and detail levels too were acceptable. The front flash comes in handy under low light conditions. Overall, if most of your pictures are meant for social media, then this camera won't disappoint you. On the video side of things, we can record up to 1080p. The footage itself is quite good with accurate colors, fast focusing and decent levels of detail. Of course, the lack of any sort of stabilization on these cameras means that we do see the occasional jitters here and there. Overall, a very decent pair of cameras under the 10k price bracket. Number 2. The software experience. Now, it's one of the shining points of this device. Honor has done a great job with EMUI 8.0 on the 7C. It's loaded with features, little things like swiping on the fingerprint sensor to bring down the notification shade, double tapping to wake, flipping to mute, etc. do come in handy at times. Now, the features are something you might or might not like, but what's impressive is the fact that in our time with this device, we faced no major lags or hiccups. It was mostly smooth sailing. Number 3, face unlock. Of course, since this is a phone releasing in 2018, it's gotta feature face unlock, right? It's a decent implementation and works most of the time, but the fingerprint sensor at the back meant that even on occasions where it did fail, we didn't have to resort to the annoying pin or pattern like we had to do with, say, the Realme 1. Number 4, performance. On the performance front, we've got an octa-core 1.8 GHz Snapdragon 450 running the show in here, and that combined with 4 gigs of RAM. Yep, it's the same chip Samsung uses on its 26,000 rupee Galaxy A6 Plus. While Samsung's offering is way too overpriced, the 450 on the 7C delivers. The performance is in line with what you'd expect from a phone in this segment. The Adreno 506 GPU on the Honor 7C kept up with a lot of games we threw at it. Remember, though this chip is mid-range, it is pushing fewer pixels due to the 7C sporting a HD Plus display. So overall, no complaints on the performance front. We tested out the 464 variant of the 7C. There is also a 332 version available. If you think you'd want more storage, the 7C sports a dedicated microSD slot too. Number 5, battery life. Powering all that hardware, we have a 3000 mAh battery, and while on paper that might seem a tad small, the power-efficient mid-range processor and HD Plus display meant that the battery life on the 7C was quite good. You can easily get through a day on a single charge. My colleague Amartya used this phone for over a week as his primary, and even on his most intense days, which included loads of Google Maps, music, streaming, and watching the World Cup over 4G, he still ended those days with over 20% juice left. Number 6, the design. While it doesn't really stand out, the 7C actually feels great in hand and is a pleasure to use. The metal unibody design fits nicely in the palm, and Honor has even managed to eliminate the camera bump. At a glance, this device reminds me of last year's Honor 8 Pro, and that's not a bad thing either, considering the Honor 8 Pro was a flagship level device and cost nearly 3 times the 7C. Number 7, that kind of brings us to the cost. price. I've saved the best for last. Let's wrap this one up with the price. The 7C is an Amazon exclusive. The lower end variant will set you back 1 rupee short of 10k, while the higher 464 variant costs a cool 2k more, so 12,000 rupees. Now this is a very tightly fought space, yet if you are someone who prefers a metal build, wants dual cameras and an excellent user experience, then the Honor 7C might be the phone for you. Also, if you are someone who records audio on smartphones, then the real-time monitoring feature on the 7C might be something worth looking out for. Oh, and I guess for an audiophile, the dual Bluetooth feature should come in pretty handy too. So there you go, a couple of bonus points to go along with the 7 I promised at the start of this video. So to answer the original question, if these reasons are good enough for you, you should head on over to Amazon and pick this phone up. Hell, I'll make it easy. I'll leave a direct link in the description below. So what do you guys think about the Honor 7C? Let us know in the comments down below. If you know anyone who wants to buy a phone in this segment, then share this video with them. And now, it's time I bid you adieu. If you hated this video, well, you know what to do. But if you did like it, go ahead, give this video a thumbs up, get subscribed to C4eTech, and click on that bell icon to become part of our notification squad. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4eTech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.